Hello and welcome to Becoming Abundant podcast. I am your host, Anna Maria Jinga, and this is our side of the internet where we get to speak about true abundance, personal authority, emotional optimization, and the pure power of alignment, all while living in the presence and guidance of God Himself. I am a holistic coach and mentor focusing on healing the emotions keeping you stuck so that the mind and body can align and live a limitless life. We all have a mission and a purpose, and I am here to help you unchain from what's been holding you back to actually live in your full potential. Think of it as transformative triggering in the best possible way. The time has come to live a life you love. Let's dive in. Hello, darlings, and welcome to our very first episode of Becoming Abundant podcast. I'm very excited to be here, and I can tell you it's been a long time coming. And I'm very grateful I get to offer and create this whole space for our community to start working and thriving and learning and growing together. So, welcome. I'm very happy to have you as my listeners. And for the very first episode, I just want to create a bit of transparency around what you get to expect for the following episodes, for the growth, for the community, and all of the above. For those that already are following me on social, you know that it's been a journey of transformation and lots of growth. But for those who are new, you will get to learn about all of those fabulous things and more in the upcoming episodes. I will share many learnings from my coaching and mentoring experiences, many experiences from my teaching workshops as well. Also, want to share all sorts of fun, exciting new things happening in the Becoming Abundant community that are actually starting off this September. So, wink, wink, keep your eyes out open. Please keep your eyes out and open on my social channels to see what is up next. I will be sharing quite a few new experiments that I want to try out with us as a community, both in the whole self-help processes, but at the same time in growing and expanding as a community, as a space. When we think of becoming abundant, I actually had a few people asking me, what does that even mean? Am I going to start talking about money, about businesses? While money and businesses are a result of the process of becoming abundant, they are not the goals. The goal is to actually live an abundant lifestyle. And what does that mean? It's basically you learning what works for you. You learning what doesn't work for you. Those are the biggest things that I've noticed both in my clients and in friends and people that have reached out to me, that whenever we do not know what we don't know, whenever we do not know what's getting in the way, most of the time it's just a never ending loop of, I don't know what to do, but I'm getting a lot of crap. And it's circles and circles of nonsense that take you nowhere. So the podcast will also be directed towards bringing light and clarity in chaos. I was laughing with my son the other day about how mom is the chaos coordinator and dad is the fixer of everything. So we do make a great team. For those that you know us, know that we make a fabulous team. And yes, I am the chaos coordinator. So welcome to the space where I get to coordinate your chaos and your busy minds. Another fun thing that I will absolutely love to share in our episodes is various myths and old beliefs that you might find in your journey of self-discovery, self-healing, self-growth, that you need to do things a certain way or you're not going to see results. It is not true, because we are all unique under the sun and we are all fabulous children of God, and He made us different, and that's okay. That means that your healing journey might be like 10% of someone else's, and that's fine. The thing is, we get to learn what works for us and what doesn't. And we get to debunk some of the myths and the stories that we hear from those quick fixes and fast recoveries and all of that. That doesn't mean that we do not believe in miracles. So, another part of the podcast will actually be me speaking about my own experiences and my testimony going into and coming out of many years of living in the new age community. And if you've been following me since back then, you know I was very loud and proud to be called a white witch, quote unquote, a healer of sorts, an energy, I don't know, whatever I was called. And those were some of my darkest years of my life. And I got to be saved this year. So, one of the episodes and many references moving forward will be about my testimony, my being saved, and recommitting my life and my mission to Christ. And if you're not a Christian, but you're curious, this podcast will totally be for you. And if you are a Christian and want something different that will resonate more than just a mainstream religious focus, this podcast will be for you. Also, if you're someone that has been going down many rabbit holes of healing, changing your mind, changing your emotions, this podcast will be for you, because another part of the podcast that I am actually very excited to dive into will be around understanding emotions and how they manifest within the body and the mind. Because whenever we have emotions that are not met, they kind of metamorphosize into manifestations of imbalances, chronic situations, illnesses in the body and the mind. We have all sorts of emotions that, when they're not met, they're lowering their frequency. So, as an example, we would get anger. The opposite of anger is peace. But anger, when it's not met and when it's not expressed, it will start affecting various organs in the body, and it will start affecting the mental faculty and the mental ability to process thoughts and emotions. So, for example, in the body, you would get anger as burning in the stomach, imbalances in the liver. Anger can harden the tissue of the heart. And then from more of a mental perspective, it can create all sorts of imbalances in the mind, depression, anxiety, all sorts of I do not belong here. They might even go towards creating a reality of dissociation, which I have lived through that many years and I've healed it. So that is why I'm here, to actually share all the things that I've learned through my journey of healing myself, mastering myself, optimizing myself, and bringing it to you. Because one, no one deserves to go through all of that madness by yourself. Two, we have solutions that are much simpler and much more affordable and available to you when you know what you're looking for. So roadmaps, free. We're not doing it alone. We're doing it in community. We're doing it with Christ. We're doing it with faith. We're doing it with a greater, more abundant process and purpose. So when you think of becoming abundant, there will be many sections under this whole umbrella. There will be the community. There will be the mentoring with me. There will be the podcast. There will be all sorts of workshops and teaching experiences. There will be a workbook. There will be many things. Some of them actually coming this September, which I do recommend. Please go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all the magical places. My handle is I am becoming abundant. And make sure you follow me there if you haven't already, because that will give you a nice insight into what to expect next. Now, before I let you get back to your magnificent day, I want to share with you a little story. Many, many years ago, when I was first drawn to creating the space for this kind of community, I first thought I would need to talk only to women. And I do appreciate a good, strong, woman focused community where we get to express ourselves, where we get to learn and grow together. This will not be it. This will be for both men and women. Why I'm saying that? For the past 18 months, I have had the privilege of working with both men and women that are interested in growing and expanding and fixing themselves to be better. And I have to say, besides my amazing women clients that have totally rocked their worlds and lives, I have been beyond impressed with the men that are in this process as well. And if you are my clients, my male clients, I'm cheering you on. I am in awe of the amount of work and transformation you constantly do. And I'm very excited to be able to offer you this community where you get to do more of it and to share your testimonies and to share your growth and to have people cheering on you, because this is what we want from becoming abundant. We want the space to explore how it feels for you to become abundant, how it manifests for you to become abundant. What does it even mean from outside, from a financial perspective, actually truly being abundant? So the community will definitely focus both on men and women interested in doing better, being better, growing better. Parents who want to be better for their kids, spouses who want to be better for their partners, kids who want to be better for their families, sisters, brothers, uncles, aunts, everything in between. Because the more we get to have and hold space for each other from a place of understanding, clarity, purpose, and especially faith, that's something that can transform our whole world. So ultimately, basically, I do want to change the world. And we're starting with you guys here within our fabulous community. So I will leave you with this. You have homework. And if you're my client, you know I give you homework. We will definitely have homeworks from each episode just because it's fun to get your mind thinking. So the first homework is to think, maybe to write, maybe to share with me, maybe to share in the community what it's like for you to become abundant. What does it mean? How does it feel? What does it trigger inside of you? What does it shake? What does it sprout? See what comes out from that. And if you do want to share, I'm very happy to read all your answers, either on socials, DM me on all my socials, or you can even email me at info@becomingabundant.net. And I will make sure to share some of your fabulous answers in our next episode. So with that being said, I'm very happy to conclude our very first episode of this era of podcasting. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here for the journey. I wish you blessings, love, and lots of excitement in your life. Till next time, bye.